27 Storm Track weather with meteorologist Blaze Keller.
After snow moved in last night and kind of wrapped up this morning, we're very quickly getting ready for even another round of snow. This one that we're expecting going into the weekend is going to be much more impactful, really in all ways, from stronger winds to just more moisture. So we're probably going to see higher accumulations than what we did see going into this morning. We're quiet now. Temperatures in the 40s mean that a lot of that snow that we did see quickly melted. We're kind of in between systems right now. To our south, they're actually dealing with some severe weather, and they're going to deal with a better chance for severe weather tomorrow as that system begins to move its way out of the deep south and start to impact us here across southern Wisconsin. 45 in Baraboo, 44 in Middleton, 42 in Viroqua, as well as in Prairie du Chien. So not as warm as yesterday thanks to these northerly winds, but we're not as cloudy, and so we'll take it. Certainly not a bad day, and we're going to stay quiet, not only for the rest of this evening and overnight, but throughout much of your Friday as well. Future Track will show just kind of passing clouds, not only overnight, but throughout Friday as well. Starting off more sunny than how we're going to end Friday. We're looking at 7 o'clock in the morning, partly sunny conditions. Watch off to the south into northern Illinois as that low starts to move in. We're looking at about 10 o'clock Friday night, beginning to see some of that moisture move into southern Wisconsin. May start off as rain, but then it will quickly transition over to snow and continue as snow through the morning hours on Saturday and begin to wrap up as we go throughout the day. Darker blues indicating heavier bands of snow, not to mention those white lines. That's the wind out of the northeast, anywhere between 20 to maybe 30 mile per hour gusts, is going to lead to some pretty awful conditions Saturday morning. It's going to be tossing around this wet, heavy snow. So what we're thinking in the way of totals is in this dark blue, which encompasses a lot of the 27 News coverage area, between 3 to 6 inches of snow. The farther north and west you go, the less amounts of snow you are likely going to pick up. But you could make off with between 1 to maybe 4 inches. They're in this kind of darker blue that includes Lone Rock, Platteville. We're thinking maybe 2 to 5, or at least a chance for that. And then closer to the lake, that's where they're going to see upwards of maybe a half a foot of snow, if not more. So the takeaway, farther north and west, less. Farther south and east, more snow. And again, that timeline, Friday night through Saturday, moderate to heavy snow. At times, it will be wet and heavy, and it will be breezy as well. So this is just our next system, and if we kind of break down the timeline even more, the rain moves in. We're not going to see any snow or mix. That's why these squares are white. And then we'll kind of see all modes of precipitation around 9, 10 o'clock Friday night, and then that rain cuts off, turns over to snow. The darker colors indicate the heavier precipitation, whether that's rain or snow or stronger winds as well. And then your impact level, green being the lowest, kind of peaks here as we go from midnight through about 3, maybe as late as 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. And then we quiet down, and we're really going to be melting that snow that we even receive Saturday morning as quickly as Saturday afternoon, because our temperatures are going to bounce back above freezing. So it is going to be a quick little burst of heavy snow. We don't actually need any more. We are well over the average amount of snow that we do typically receive in March in the Madison area by almost 5 inches. So that snow that we do see Saturday and maybe even into Sunday, we do not need. But again, with 40s and 50s in the forecast, we're going to quickly melt it regardless. So just plan for wet, heavy snow Saturday morning. Let's take a look at traffic as we kind of go further into your 4 o'clock hour. Not seeing any accidents or incidents either, so that is some good news. And that's my little spiel on weather and traffic, and I'll send it off to Lance and Amber and a cute little doggy.
Yes, we're excited about this. Thank you, Blaze. A local duo